Peace and light, family. Today I'm gonna touch on the topic of unity. Um, Unity is essential for our well-being. Unity is essential for our way of life. Why do I say that? Because without you, your mom, your dad, whatever case may be, you wouldn't exist. Without yourself, connected with other beings, you wouldn't be able to make a effort to change the vibration of the world. And we've been programmed through dogma or what people want to call religion to be divided. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, whatever you want to call it. All of them, which have the same concept at the end of the day, they have somebody that come here and live life. And some people feel like Jesus is the way, some people feel like Allah is the way, but they all had a same common cause at the end of the day. That was to come, live a life, and then be an example for people that's here in this dimension. So with that being, everything causes division, and we all come from one source at the end of the day. Energy is one, and we have to understand that we're going against ourselves, we're going against nature, which is ourselves. So with that being said, for example, you have Hispanic people, a lot of people get them, but because they come over here, they live 10, 8 to a house. For one, they split in the cost of bills, and also they're saving their money. And then next thing you know, they have a business, online business, electrical business, apartment business. It's because they work together as a team, as a group, that we will win. And that's what we have to do as a race. All of us have different abilities and different sounds that we could contribute to the evolution of our people. But if we fight amongst each other, we're never gonna reach the destination that we need to reach because we too busy saying, "Oh, this the right way," or "That's the right way." I think we should do like this. I think we should do like this. Like once we get to where we need to be, then we can disperse in our own little tribes and our own little cliques or whatever you want to call it. But right now, we need unity more than ever. Nobody can beat the system by themselves. At the end of the day, it takes a group, it takes a conscious group effort to beat the system. And that's what we're going against. And we don't understand we're going against the system. But we so caught up in survival mode in the root chakra that we feel like, okay, well, I gotta do better than the next man. It's a competition, whether it be a job. I gotta be the best on the job in order to get this promotion. When in all actuality, you feel in the system. If you look like me, if you're a millionaire being, you feel in the system. They don't care nothing about you. At the end of the day, they care about your energy because that's what they need in order to survive. But your well-being and your peace of mind and your health, whether it be physical or mental, they don't care nothing about it. So at the end of the day, it's on us. Like I always say, to change our conditions. Like this is gonna be my motto. This is gonna be my phrase. Excuse me. It's on us, and this is just the honest truth. It is on us to change our conditions. Like this system thrives and it survives off of us. If you wake up every day and you give your energy to a system that is set up, it was designed. It is not broken. It was designed to destroy you. Why would you do that? Why would you support something? And it's crazy because a lot of people, for example, we were programmed down to the core. A lot of people smoke cigarettes knowing that it cause cancer, knowing that they put all type of chemicals, all different types of things in it, but they continue to smoke cigarettes. It's the same thing with us. Like the things that I'm saying, all of us know. It's just that we just try to cope with the system. You cannot. There's no way possible that we're going to be able to survive and be a part of the system. They killing us one by one. And then they got the mass shooters. They training these mass shooters to kill a large group of us, and then they let them go off. Oh, they're crazy. They're mentally disturbed. Well, what about the people that grew up in poverty? What about the people that grew up in the hood that seen all type of stuff? We They just throw us to the wayside. We knew better. You know, it's a war. What do people want to call it a war? It's a silent war. And me personally, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm spreading the knowledge and information that I have to the people. That's what we all should do, especially to the youth, because they're the future. They depend on us for knowledge and information. You can't get mad at these kids if you're not handing these kids nothing to work with. If you're not providing jobs, if you're not teaching them the right way, how can you get mad at them? They're trying to survive the same way that you're trying to survive. And the media and social media have control of their mind. They see people with money do. They're gonna see what they do popular people do. And we want children or teenagers at one point in time to where we follow trends and different things. Some grown people still do it. So at the end of the day, it's about self-evaluation. It's about getting yourself right. And once you get yourself right, then you be able, it's the whole concept of practicing what you preach. Nobody is perfect, but at the end of the day, we have to understand it ain't about you. Like me, I had to wake up one day and look in the mirror and be like, hey, Mike, it's not about you. It's about making a better future for these kids. Like, of course, I invest in myself. I work on myself because at the end of the day, I have to be in the right state of mind, in the right position to do for these kids. But my end goal is to create conditions for these kids so they won't have to grow up the way we did. Because, like I said, the same way we discriminated at work, the same way that women are looked at as sexual objects, if we don't change the system, we don't change our way of life, you just going to disappear. No, it's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse until, who knows, you back in change, man, and that's what they're aiming for. They're dumbing us down. Like, we'll do anything for a piece of paper, a fiat currency. And they know their system is failing too. That's why they're going to the Bitcoins and cryptocurrency, because they know the dollar don't mean nothing. Natural resources, it's all about having natural resources, gold, silver, land, different minerals. That's what it's about. Piece of paper, like, even if you go to a foreign country, like, if you hand them $1, some places, different parts of the world, not going to take that dollar. You have to convert that dollar into their currency. But if you go over there with a big block of gold or silver, they're going to accept it because that's universal, So at the end of the day, we have to get our priorities right as a race, as a people. The designer clothes, cars, they don't mean that. There's material objects that if you wash that designer 5 or 6 times, it's no good. You drive that car for 2-3 years, you know what I mean? Now you gotta do maintenance on it. But if you buy land, you can always make money off of land. You can always make money off of property. It's all about investing in our communities, changing our communities. We give our money, we give our hard-earned money to everybody else except for ourselves. We have to invest in ourselves. This system not gonna do it. They're gonna give you just enough to survive, just enough not to question what's going on, just enough not to complain to them. So at the end of the day, family, it's always peace and light. This is my first live video. I have a lot to work on. My presentation, not stuttering so much, but that's a part of who I am. So I can't really stop that. But thank y'all for tuning in. Trying to get in the studio, man. Trying to get in the studio, but I'm working around other people's schedules. I have a lot of music, a lot of poems that I wrote. It's just getting to the studio and being able to just lay down tracks and be able to speak my poems. But sooner or later, I'm gonna have I can't make no excuse. You know what I mean? I should have been invested in the equipment to record and do different things. But me being a perfect example, you can't depend on other people. You can't depend on others. You have to depend on yourself. People use you for what you have, to contribute to their dream. And once they get what they need, then they invest in themselves. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna get right. And I have a lot in store, like with my music, my poems. Like, my whole purpose of writing music and writing poems is to heal and enlighten people. Like, of course, I'm not gonna say, I want to make a profit off of it, but the things I want to do with the money is not buy cars and buy jewelry, is buying property, is starting a community garden, starting an after school program for kids, teaching them their true history, and that takes a collective group of people. And I'm still attracted to those people. I'm still manifesting and attracting my soul tribe, and they're gonna come when they need to come. Like everything is perfect timing at the end of the day. So, like I said, I can get on here and ramble for days, but it's peace of life, family. I love y'all. Continue investing in yourselves. Peace comes from within. Don't look for peace from nobody else but yourself. You know, you have to work on yourself. You have to invest in yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to know your self worth. The world, different people will try to tell you your worth, and don't listen to what they got to say. You have to know yourself. You have to know your value. If you don't, the world gonna put you in your place. So you got to put the world in this place before it puts you in yours. So as always, peace and light, family. I love y'all. Take care. Be blessed. Continue to thrive and be the best version of yourself. Peace and light, family.